before that, we have Thomas coming on, so I want to give a big round of applause once again. Yay! Yay! Thanks for coming tonight. You can see the first line is empty row. Anyway, this is Penang comedy, and we are really cutting edge. We even have a comedian from Bangladesh who's very funny actually. He makes a lot of jokes about whitening cream. But yeah, so we have a Bangladesh comedian who is very funny, and then normally we have two Brits. One of them is funny. And then we have the German. Being a German stand-up comedian, you have to be very careful not to offend people. Things come out the wrong way. Just when my brother popped between my mother's legs. That came out wrong, the midwife said. Because my brother was born with a brown skin. Yeah, so she took him away immediately. And when my mother came back after a couple of days, back home, brought him back home, he was white. A miracle, you say? Well, I had a lot of fun with that, actually, because every time I got into a fight with my brother, and he was stronger than me, I would yell at him, and I would say like, I at least know who my mother is. Oh. That is shutting up. I really enjoyed that for a long time. My brother, you know, it's actually a true story, and it is actually, I guess you don't know this, but for a Caucasian baby, it's actually not very uncommon to have a darker shade of beige in the first couple of days after birth, right? That goes away. My brother didn't know that. And when he found out many years later, he gave me a really good whopping. But it was worth it. So when my sister popped, she was born with brown eyes, dark hair, grew up rather short, voluptuous lips, no chest hair. She, in a nutshell, looked like Hitler. She was vegetarian white, really white, right? Hitler was a vegetarian. He was the guy who put the Aryan into vegetarian. Right. He had this thing with white and brown and all of that, and he wanted to have all the people around him to be white people. So he was thinking a lot about that, how he could do that, and his solution was tanks. Not the tanks you're thinking about right now, but think tanks. Okay. Right? He just didn't call them think tanks, he called them concentration camps. Yeah, and about his struggle, he wrote a book, we all know that, right? But what you maybe don't know is that he also tried to, he started to rewrite the Bible. And the first chapter that he wrote, it started, Adolf and Eve in paradise. When God made Adolf, he took a rib from him and he created Eve. That was when trouble started. Because he had one rib too many on one side, so he always lost balance and he fell down on his face every 10 yards. He got so annoyed about that he had to find a solution, and his solution was that he would rip the other rib out of his rib cage and he would stuck it right in front of his legs into his pelvis. Oh. And he was a short guy, and he was a little bit too long for him. So he dangled between his knees when he was walking, and he slapped against his thighs, and he felt relief. And he was happy because he wasn't falling down anymore. And after a while he examined Eve, and he got even more happy because he found the right slut in her for his SS sword, he called it. And he was had very happy moments with that. Until one day where Adolf said, Eve, I think war is coming. And she said, why, Adolf? My SS sword is itching. Oh, Adolf, why don't you try washing? See, I can make jokes about Germans and the little Austrian guy, but I can't make jokes about Asian people. You know, for that we have Garu, the Bangladeshi. He can make jokes about everybody, you know, and I think that's not fair. Because in principle, Bangladeshi and Germans are the same. Yeah. Wherever we go, we build things. Right? Wherever we go, people make fun of us. Okay. Right. And wherever we go, people love it when they see us leaving again. So, but Bangladeshi in Malaysia are the best builders in the world. They're even better than the Mexicans in the United States. The proof is, just look at New York City, okay? And then you look at KL, okay? In KL, we still have Twin Towers. So the difference between Garo and me is that you'll see later he's wearing a suit on stage. And for me, whitening cream worked. I'm talking about toothpaste. Personal hygiene. Yes. See, I brush my teeth every time I have a shower, right? So I shower in my gym as well and brush my teeth. And I'm slowly getting used to the fact that here in this part of the world, when people go into a shower, they wear their underwear. They do that. I don't know about female shower things, but men, right? They do that. And the other week, somebody went into the shower completely dressed. He was doing his laundry. See, in Germany that won't happen. No. Okay? I mean, just imagine Hitler would go into a shower fully dressed. I mean, he wouldn't go into a shower anyway because he knows better than that. You know, you just don't do that. But also, he wouldn't wash himself. You know, he would ask for help because he's the supreme leader, right? So he would ask for his assistant, Schmidt. So he would go, Schmidtchen, come here! And his little gay assistant, Schmidt, would come. And he said, Ja, mein Führer, Schmidtchen, I want you to wash my tremendous, beautiful, big, tremendous, beautiful balls. And I want you to polish my SS sword. Ja, mein Führer. Polish? I thought with Poland. Oh, polish, Schmidtchen, polish! So Schmidtchen would go on his knees and Hitler would cry out in pain because Schmidtchen polished his sword with tooth whitening cream. Thank you very much.